Hello, Pisces. Welcome to your full moon in Libra reading with me, Mary. Thanks for tuning into my channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. That would be swell if you would do that. I'm asking the full moon simply what is going to be illuminated for you, Pisces, for this new moon or full moon in Libra. And we haven't had any sun here where I live for the last couple of days, so I apologize for this glare and odd pattern, but I just don't have it in me to close the window or the curtain because it's so nice to have it for a change. Plus, we're talking about illumination, so it seems appropriate. The source is different. I mean, it's still coming from the sky. This is the sun, but we're talking about your illumination from the moon. What is going to be illuminated for Pisces with this full moon in Libra? Libra, I have a tendency to just let the cards fly out. I don't really do a formal spread of any kind. This is strictly intuitive. Spirit just chooses the cards and we try to make sense of it. I always ask for a minimum of 4. There we go. Okay. Okay, this is, and I ignore reversals for the most part. Oh, I thought there was, okay. All right, I'll be honest then. I did pull, I shuffled and everything before, and all this crazy stuff came out, but I had just woken up from a nap. So I didn't think that I was really in the right frame of mind to be doing that. So I took a few minutes, got quiet, meditated, and now we can make sense of this. This makes way much more sense. Not that the sentence was good, but all right. I'm also, before I get too involved here, I'm going to pull a card for the overall energy of this reading. What is the gist of this reading, Spirit? This is from the Energy Oracle cards. What is the overall energy or gist of this reading for Pisces, full moon in Libra? Envy. Okay. Also, I'm taking the bottom of the deck. Okay, so you still have this conflicting energy. A lot of these cards are the same. I shuffled and shuffled and shuffled, and you still have much of this conflicting energy. So I'm not sure what the story is yet. I'll start to talk about each card, and maybe it will show up. Because this is a card of celebration. This is a card of complete fulfillment. You know, this is Cups is leading the emotional card. So your heart wide open. That is, sorry, your emotional cup runneth over. It's filled. But you also have these treasures at the bottom, which means you are financially stable as well. Queen of Swords. She is really smart. She is calm, cool, collected. You don't want to mess with her though, and she makes snap decisions based on her experience. She's got healthy boundaries. She's a great negotiator. She's good. I mean, this is one smart person. Feminine energy, doesn't have to be female. The Empress is the great Mother Earth energy. This is, you know, you can see she's the mother and the earth is in the womb. And she's got fishies around here. She is love and light and nurturing, and I mean, she fertilizes the earth, which provides growth for everybody to eat stuff, and then the animal, whatever. It's like she is all about growth, and but she's the divine feminine energy. So she's extremely spiritual, but she is like the spiritual version of Mother Earth. Which way to go next? The Eight of Wands is a celebratory card. You can just see action, movement. It's colorful. It's celebrating. This particular card looks not like a lot of movement, but because of the explosive stuff, that means quick, super fast. So there's some speed happening there. And because it's got this one, there are some split-second decisions that could be made. I'm going to put those two together. I'm going to put this one over here because you have the full heart, full bowls, the cups of emotion, and the well provided for here. And I'm going to put that with her because she is total worldly, earthly, and spiritually abundant. She's providing that for you. So I'm going to put those two together. And then we have this Five of Swords, because this poor guy, he seems like to be a little stuck in his head. There's conflict here. Whoops, can you, is it too black? There, conflict. He is experiencing some loss. He doesn't have a lot of confidence. If there's been anything victorious, it was sheer luck. It was a hollow win. So he's low on confidence. He's conflicted. It's like maybe he wants to do something, but he doesn't feel quite qualified in order to do it. He's conflicted. Should I give it up, or should I, go to school? Whatever. It's that type of thing. So he's got whenever there's a 5, there's another choice to be made. There's a fork in the road. Make a decision. And I'm guessing that that's what has to do with envy, because all of this energy is extremely positive, and so is all of this. And I'm not sure how far I'm going to go back. That's a lot. But the envy card I will read to you, and that is from the Energy Oracle cards by Sandra Ann Taylor. This is about lack and dissatisfaction. So that for sure, hold these two up together. That for sure works as a pair, right? It shows a woman holding a huge pearl in one hand and a platter of coins and pearls in the other. She stands in a silver room looking out at a golden city on the horizon. She has a life of value already, but she ignores that and longs for the shining prosperity she sees elsewhere. Instead of feeling happy and fulfilled, her desire for more only causes a deep sense of lack and dissatisfaction, and that energy shows in her dress. It's telling you to let go of the jealousy and acknowledge the blessings you already have in your life, which are abundant, right? This is physical, material, spiritual abundance. This is like celebration, action, smarts. Notice. Oh yeah, now it's time to shift your focus. After all, when you envy others, it only attracts more to them, not to you. That's interesting. Notice that all that you have, and thank the universe for it. If this card is near the appreciation card in your spread, which didn't come up, but let's take a peek. Nope, but it's abundance and blossoming. So similar. The message is doubly important. Now is the time to move from a consciousness of lack to one of value. With this shift, all things change. Easy fix for that one. Start doing gratitudes. Write them down every day. Find 5 things to be grateful for, and then say why. So the 5 things could be, I'm grateful for the sheets on my bed because it's more comfortable than a bare mattress, or I'm grateful for having enough food to eat so that my body can, stay alive another day. I am grateful for having heat in my home because it is cold outside and I prefer to be physically comfortable. Any little thing, I am grateful that I woke up today because otherwise I'd be dead. Anything. So I know folks that have not a lot of material goods that have a tendency to focus on the things that they don't have, and they stay there. And sorry, one of them said, I tried that, because I said, well, try that. I even sent a book. Try this little exercise for like a month and see what happens. Well, they didn't, and because they don't believe it, right? But the more I don't know, what is it that Abraham Hicks says? It takes so many seconds of affirmations to make a thought, or you have a thought, and so many seconds of a thought to have it become a real belief. Once it's a real belief, it's you own it. It's part of you, and that is when you start to see the change. Just doing affirmations is a good exercise, but if it doesn't change the actual belief, if you don't believe in the affirmations, then it doesn't happen. So that's what my friend did, and they were like, it doesn't work. I tried those affirmations, they didn't work. And this person probably tried them with the idea that they were pretty certain it wasn't going to work. So that was self-prophesized. Okie doke. Beyond that, so envy. Watch out for the envy card. Starting at the bottom of the deck here, this Page of Wands. Yeah, I feel like that whatever, I feel like this is, okay, like I said, 5s are kind of the sometimes a catalyst for change. And I feel like this is or just has pushed you into something else. And that's what this energy is. This is another enthusiastic, kind of a new beginning, a creative, infectious enthusiasm. They're super creative. That idea, it's creative beginnings. It's brand new. Look at the excitement here. This is again, another heart open gesture, and they're leaping in midair, so their feet are not on the ground. It's all creative stuff, and the movement is extremely joyful, really extremely joyful. So, and it's youthful. So the page is often student-like. They're not quite the master of something. They're pretty good at it. They like to learn, and they're really enthusiastic about learning more. So I think that that's a new thing. But this Tower energy, I believe, is what created the opportunity for this new stuff to come in. And it looks like what awaits you is the Ten of Cups, which is fulfillment on absolutely every level. Ten of Cups is like the Nine of Cups, except now you have family love involved as well. I mean, it's home, it's family, it's bliss on every level. And you've got the Sun, which is another heart open gesture. Wow, you've got some really heart opening stuff here. And this is just heartful, heart opening gesture. The Sun is all about expansion, growth, creativity, opportunity, and enlightenment, because you can see, spiritual and others. And you got the Ten of Pentacles, which again, happy family. You have everything you have ever wanted. You even have the dog. Beautiful, right? You've got this beautiful, joyful celebration. And the Two of Cups, that is your your union, your divine union with another. Sometimes two is a choice to be made, but I feel like the choice would be just almost being grateful, thankful Tower, thank you Tower for creating some space for me to get this other stuff that's new. And this is coming in fast. Chariot is like victory, and this two horses, and they're moving. You can see by the manes are just swirling in the wind because that's the velocity that they're creating by their movement. Ace of Wands, whatever this idea you had is a brilliant one. It's more than a spark because the little flame has actually started there. And the Lovers, again, you need to make a choice. Four of Cups, this is the one that's stuck with there, feeling like there's lack. And the fours are usually a pause of some sort, a pause or a break. It can be stability, it can be pausing for celebration, depending on the thing. And this one is reflective. So introspection is what's called for here. And I think that is to get a handle on this envy and this woe is me stuff and allow this creative spark, the Ace of Wands, to get this Page of Wands up in the air like that. Boy, in Pisces, you guys can do it because you are super creative. At least those that I know, super creative, like really wildly creative. And those that I know that have taken action and kind of busted through all the self-doubt have gone on to do really quite amazing things. Sorry, taking a sip of my tea. But I think because I'm not quite sure what's like more stuff here. I know that there's, I'm just going to do that for the moment. I'm going to ask for a little clarification from the Naked Heart Tarot. And this does look like it's about vulnerability. All this open heart stuff, I feel like there's something, you might be vulnerable to something. It could be new love because there was, some of those cards that indicate that. I'm going to stop real quickly right there and talk a little bit more about the Empress because I kind of just glazed over that. And she's really too important to do that, and she's kind of got a prominent place in this reading. So here she is, the Empress. She is the divine feminine. I'm going to read directly from the book so I don't miss anything. She's about prolific creativity, fertility, motherhood, unity, the goddess, sensuality, nurturing abundance, empathy, unconditional love, unification of mind, body, spirit. It says, I am ready to give birth to my abundantly rich future, which is this card that I put her with. This is an abundance. But it's not just the material stuff, and it's not even in the material, it's in the suit of the emotional body. So it's not about materialism for you this time. This is about, I think this is about you guys opening your hearts to something and becoming vulnerable. And I don't know what that Tower moment was. Sometimes Tower can be something, okay, traditionally it's about something destructive, like, like when a building implodes, all of a sudden now you have to clean up the mess, and then now there's a new opportunity. There's a whole new big site that you can build something new on that can benefit whatever. I have a situation in my neighborhood happening. The changing of some property, some commercial property, now needs to be, it's polluted, so they now need to fix it, and they're going to develop it into something else. So opportunity. It doesn't, it may be good, it may not be good, but it's opportunity, right? So you get to make of that what you like, especially when it's your life and your experience. You get to be the one in charge on what type of opportunities you want to take, and that's where that Lover's card in the back comes in, which is about decision making. You got the Chariot again. It's those two horses that we saw earlier. And then we've got this, which is the Six of Pentacles. That's about reciprocity. What you give is what you get. I'm going to do one more pass and call it good if nothing else comes out. Okay. And then the Ace of Swords at the bottom. Oh, High Priestess. Look at these. Okay. Yeah, Temperance. You've got balance coming in here too, which I think is even inferred by this. You know, you've got the heart stuff here and the wealth down here. Yeah. At the bottom of this deck, because it's kind of the secondary thing, I'm not going to give it a whole lot of importance. But it's about clarity, new ideas, truth. So it's trust your intuition. And you've got this balance here. So trust your intuition. The High Priestess is also about intuition. And trusting what's happening behind the scenes. So Spirit is working. But you got to trust that. And then again, knowing that whatever Spirit is lining up for you, trust that you're just going to be taking the right steps. You'll know it. You'll feel it. Chariot, things are moving quickly again. And the Six of Pentacles, what you give, you receive. So that, I think, goes back to this envy stuff. Cut it out. Just stop it. Stop with the I don't have enough, I'm not good enough, I'm whatever. And get to the point where you're grateful for everything you have, and then more stuff starts to show up. And that also means being generous with other people. So generosity with yourself is one thing, but being generous to others, then the universe starts to shine back on you, right? With whatever that energy is. It could be financial, it could be just joy, it could be opportunities, it could be all sorts of things, but it's like whatever this envy is about. And I kind of feel like it's in the heart. I feel like I feel like it is in the heart. I don't know if it's a creative project, because this is all about creativity here, but then the rest of this is all about happiness and family. And maybe you are envious of, well, this has been a tough year with lockdown for many people. If you are one that wants to be in a relationship and have family and all of that, and you don't, that would be a reason for envy. That would be perhaps the trigger. But I saw, what was the Two of Cups was back here somewhere, right? Yeah, there's the Two of Cups. So they're your divine union. Could be coming in really quickly, but this other stuff, this idea of yours, I don't know what that's about, but they seem intertwined. So this creative, and maybe it's about the person you're with. I don't know. But it's coming in fast. You've got this clarity, sense of purpose, new idea, moving in quickly, trusting the intuition, which I'll put right in here. Six of Pentacles, this is about the reciprocity. So every action has a reaction, etc., etc., etc. So what you give, you get. If you're deceitful, you know, live by the sword, died by the sword, those kinds of cliches. I think that's it. I think that, you know, I'm going to do a little bit more of more tarot. I'm just feeling like I want this a little more solid for you, Pisces. Sorry about my clumsy shuffling here. I'm running out of room on my little table. Spirit, can we get a little more clarification, please, for Pisces? One flew out. Justice. Okay, so there's... Justice is that karma card, right? So what you give, you shall receive. Every action has a reaction. Spirit, is there anything else? And the Three of Swords. So this is coming out of some heartbreak, which I'm thinking is in the Hierophant. So the Hierophant I'm going to put with the High Priestess. This was about some heartbreak, and I'm guessing that that had something to do with whatever the Tower moment was. So maybe you were in it. Maybe I really feel like this is about love. Maybe you broke up with someone or they dumped you or something that was... It doesn't feel as dramatic as like a death or something like that. It feels like somebody walked away, and maybe it was even you that walked away because you thought it was for the best or something like that. But so there's a separation of some sort. So there's Three of Swords, the broken heart, the sadness, the grief, the loneliness, all of that, the disappointment. And then you have people around you that are happy family, and you envy that, which who wouldn't? I feel like that all of it is available to you, and all you have to do is switch off that envy card. I really think doing gratitudes for something, and if it's about... Okay, before I talked about gratitudes, and that was about things, but you can also say, I'm really grateful for any relationship in your life that has been successful. You know, a family member that you're close to, even neighbors. I mean, we had neighbors when I was growing up. I had no grandparents. They had all sort of gone. So we had all these people in our lives who were sort of like grandparents because they didn't have enough kids in their life. So that was really a lovely reciprocal thing. All these courtesy grandparents that loved us like we were their grandchildren, and we adored them because they would, give us candy and stuff because that's what grandparents do. They spoil you. That's their job. So we had, you have that. So it's available to you, even if it's not by blood, if it's not by marriage, it's not whatever. It's you. We create our own tribe, our own family. So, and maybe that's what this is about. But I just keep seeing all these leaping people, and they're leaping with their heart forward, and all this bright, beautiful, exciting, joyful energy. I mean, you can't get more joyful than yellow. Yellow, that's what the color means. It's joy. And then we had the sun behind that. Again, it's about growth and expansion. So I think this is about your personal heart growth and expansion. But I think the behaviors or the thoughts here, watch out for the envy, and pay attention to the law of reciprocity. Always a good idea to, one of these cards pops up in almost every reading, some kind of spirit reminder to be paying attention to your spiritual self, because that's where you get the answers. When you're quiet, there's almost every reading one of these kinds of cards will come out. And then just be aware, so buckle up, because it's going to be quick. Oh, and below that, the King of Coins. So the finances, you're fine. The Lovers that need to make a choice. The Star, beautiful, inspired, healing, and new beginnings. Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune is where, what is one book calls it? Where synchronicity meets fate or destiny. So when stuff starts just falling into place for you, what seems to be seemingly effortlessly, that is when you know you are absolutely on the right path. And that's when you really experience this kind of feeling. It's kind of amazing. I wish we all felt like that all the time. I'm going to ask Spirit for a final blessing for you, or final advice. see what they have. Spirit, is there anything else you'd like to add? Yes, and I'm going to pull from another deck too, I just heard. Is there anything else that you'd like to add, please, to this Pisces full moon in Libra reading? Full moon in Libra for Pisces. Anything you'd like to add to this reading? Yep. Couple things. Deep knowing. And oh, see? Soulmates. You guys, this is about love. I love that. Love that, love that. Deep knowing. So that goes into the Hierophant, the High Priestess, the Empress, the Justice, that goes deep knowing. I don't think I'm even going to bother reading it, but you can sort of see imagery here. Deep knowing, you've got this owl, the intuitive, wise, spiritual owl, same as the High Priestess. Same energies. I love when they mimic each other like that. It just really clarifies. And then soulmates, we have, because we have this card indicating not only soulmates, but happy family. The Ten of Pentacles also. But really, truly, the one that says it is the Two of Cups. Ta-da. So, yeah, it looks like you've got your soulmate showing up. And they did ask for one more. They didn't tell me which one. So we're going to go with the Goddess deck. Spirit, do we have a goddess that would like to go along with Pisces for this full moon in Libra journey of theirs? Is there a goddess? What goddess would be the best one for Pisces right now? Who can help Pisces out with this search for true love? Healing, absolutely. The Sun, absolutely. And secrets. I'm guessing I'll have to read the secrets one because that's not quite as clear. That's from the Colette Baron read. Goddess deck. Looks like number 40. I'll show you each card in a moment. So this is from NYX. Secrets. So, yeah, okay. So sometimes you need to surrender your need to know. Also talks about the High Priestess because she's about the mystery, trusting things are happening and you don't get to know everything. But you have to trust your intuition. So that's, okay, this is, so the mysterious and the unknowable is the domain of the Greek goddess Nyx. She shows you the veils that may not part for you at this time. Right now, you're meant to keep on your path, trusting that secrets will be revealed as needed. Allow your need to know the details right now to fall away and just be present to all that life is offering you. Judge nothing as good or bad and just be with what arises. Soon the treasure you seek will be revealed and it'll be better and more valuable than you could have imagined. Yep. Okay, I wasn't quite sure what her message was, but that absolutely is perfect. And then this healing card, we have the Empress for that healing, and we also had, did we not have the star energy here? I thought we had the star. Yep, the star there. Oh, it was here. The Lovers and the star. I knew there was a star that was up close to the bottom. So healing, a little bit of healing to be done, but boy, oh boy, it looks like you've got, and it looks like, is it true love that you're after here? I think you are, and I think you're going to get it. Yeah, so this Envy card, wow, this finally made a story. I wasn't sure where this was going when it first came out. I still feel like there's some kind of an idea that you have too, and it could be, and it's creative, and maybe that's how you meet the person, or maybe it's what brings you closer together. I don't know. I don't know. But you definitely have, looks like true love is in your future. So cut the envy thing. Just find a way to minimize that until it's really faded away and replaced by hope and joy and knowing that potential exists, that you can have it. Yeah, leading with an open heart, you guys. You're gonna really, I think you're gonna find it. True love. Lead with an open heart for your true love. I think that's what's going to be your tagline. Lead with an open heart to find your true love. Beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. Because look at, out of all of these cards, multiple decks, you've got 3 that are, actually really only 2 that are a little bit not happy. And everything else is movement and joy and golden colors and sun and beautiful. Yep, just remember justice though. What you give, you get. So once you find your true love, reciprocity works with that too. You want to have a good partner, you have to also be a good partner. Well, thank you for tuning in, Pisces. I hope this brings you guys something really good. I hope you get something amazing and wonderful from it, or at least had a good time watching, killing a few minutes. Have a great full moon. I'll see you for the new moon coming up. I want to say like April 12th or something. It's coming up just in a few weeks. Again, this is Mary, and give me a like and a subscribe and share, and I appreciate you watching. And thanks a lot. Have a great full moon. Bye.